Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here with a review for Garfield Lasagna Party on Xbox. Now, this released back in 2022 from publisher Microids, and honestly, I've had this a while. I picked it up in sale pretty cheap. I'd heard it was very good for achievements, and I've got kids. I'm always looking for like party games and stuff to play with them so we can play as a family. I've been holding off doing this. I was waiting for the Garfield movie to come out, and then, I'm not going to lie, about a month before the Garfield movie came out, I forgot. So, it's coming out now. Yes, the Garfield movie came out a few months ago. Glad I didn't rush to do it then, because the Garfield movie is absolute trash. But honestly, this game isn't too much better either. So, this is a mini-game where you play as Garfield, Eddie, and a couple of other random cats. One's this girl cat with like the world's largest neck. And it's basically a bad Mario Party game. So the main mode sees you playing on this like board game layout. You move around the board, you roll the dice, you sometimes land on squares that put you into mini games, yada yada yada. You've played Mario Party. Just imagine that, but flat, boring, and rubbish. And that's that mode. And I was really disappointed. Me and my son put this on and we were playing it, and we were, after about 15 minutes, we were like, this is so boring and slow and just meh. We switched it off. But luckily, what saved this game for us to the point that we actually played it for a couple of hours was there are two other modes. Now, there's a competition mode, which enables you to set up a championship with a different number of mini games, and you have to work through basically to become the champion. Or there's challenge mode, and basically challenge mode is free play mode, and we just played that over and over again. You can freely pick any of the 32 different mini games and play to your heart's content. So we were playing this 3-player. Every single one has to have 4 players in it though, so if you've got less than 4 players, you are playing with bots. There are multiple difficulty levels. I found on normal, on some of the minigames, the AI was just broken. It was just too good even on normal. But we really played as 3 of us, me, my daughter and my son. Now, some of these minigames are quite fun. I quite like some of the minigames. They are enjoyable, they're quick, they don't outstay their welcome. There's some where you like throw pizzas into an oven. There's some where you have to dodge like dogs running across you and you can knock your opponents into things. There's a few rhythm games. There's one where you're on like sleds and you have to avoid and jump over like environment things to stop a avalanche catching you. And then there's some that were just really confusing. One where you had to like make pizzas or something like that, make ingredients, and we couldn't even figure out what we were doing. Even after watching it multiple times on the instructions, we could not figure out how to use it. And there's some that are just downright boring. There's one where you like run around a house and you have to find items, basically. You have to find 4 items to win. It's pretty boring. The one on the screen right now is like Mr. Wolf, where you have to let the dog get as close to you as possible. But even then, sometimes when you're pushing it right in front of you, it decides not to work either. But some of the games are fun. I'd say about half of them are at least enjoyable and you'll play a couple of times. The one on the screen now is like you have to hold on to the lasagna and you can throw tomatoes at people to knock them down and then grab the lasagna off them, which was quite funny. Me and my kids did have a little bit of fun playing, but it's a bit clunky. Sometimes the controls aren't perfect, and outside of playing it on free play, I wouldn't recommend the actual board game mode of it, because like if you've played anything like this before, you've probably played a better game. I would even dare say that that Animal Crossing game was more enjoyable. You know, the Animal Crossing like Happy Parade or something on the Wii U or the Wii or the Switch, whichever one it was, where it was a rubbish Mario Party clone. I feel like that board game was better than Garfield's. If it was just mini games, I think it would be a bit better. There is a lack of depth. There's nothing to unlock that I could find. No extra characters or anything like that. But some of them, like I say, are alright, and your kids will probably enjoy it. Now, you can buy this for $33.49 full price, and I would not recommend it at that price. Unless you are Garfield's biggest fan, I would avoid it. Now, for $41.74, you can buy it with a couple of other sort of party games from Microids on Xbox. That's a little bit better off. But honestly, if you're an achievement hunter or you just want something to play with your kids, wait and get this in a sale. I don't mean to be nasty. It's obviously aimed at younger kids, but it's like a bad cash-in on Mario Party, and it doesn't warrant paying full price for it. So if you can get it at sort of like £15 or less, definitely check it out. But until then, I would give it a wide berth, just like the Garfield movie. But hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more gaming content, guys. Bye for now.